Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to World of Warships. Today we're going to be doing another first impressions video, and today's drink of the day is Red's Green Apple Ale. I'm a big fan of the Red's brand. I'm kind of into the bitch beers. Anything that tastes sweet, I will drink it. But anyways, on to the actual warships. So this is some footage of me playing a Class 3 cruiser, the Japanese cruiser, the Tenryu, I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's kind of interesting. This game has some kind of interesting classes of ships that you are actually able to, I don't know if the correct term is sail or drive, but probably sail. So in World of Warships, you have four types of ships. The first ship is the Destroyer. The Destroyer is the smallest of the ships. It's the fastest, the most maneuverable. Kind of some other things that define it is its ability to produce a smoke screen to hide in, and its ability to have torpedoes. Torpedoes are extraordinarily powerful asset, especially when you can land them. I am not going to land very many torpedo hits during this match. But I'm actually not playing a destroyer. I'm actually playing the class up from that, or class heavier than that, I shouldn't say up from it, the cruiser. Now I'm playing as a Japanese cruiser, so the Japanese cruisers actually do get torpedoes, at least from tier 3 onwards, whereas the American cruisers just have more powerful batteries and turrets. Now, what also sets the cruisers apart is the fact that they have some really powerful anti-air guns. They're really good at knocking airplanes out of the sky and making sure you have a clear blue sky to look at while you're firing. I think right here I'm about to... Yeah, this is the torpedo screen. This is what it looks like when you're aiming torpedoes. You can press 3 again to make that into a smaller area so your torpedoes don't have nearly as much spread. But I wasn't trying to get an actual hit here. I was just trying to throw some torpedoes down into that open area to kind of dissuade people from sailing directly at us, kind of through that area you can see to my right there. So that was kind of my plan. Anyway, so I am actually piloting a cruiser right now. And I think cruiser is my favorite class so far, especially the Japanese ones. Having those torpedoes is a lot of fun. But the class up from the cruiser is the Battleship. The battleships are basically the heavy tanks of World of Warships. They're bruisers. They're the tanks, basically, if I were to put it into a MMORPG sense. They have extremely high health, really heavy armor, and they have, I believe, the biggest guns of the entire game. However, some of the offsets are they are slow lumbering beasts. Their turrets are extremely slow at turning around as well. And I believe they have an extremely slow reload time. I've unlocked the first American battleship. I think it's called the St. Louis, and actually I don't like it. It doesn't seem that much of an upgrade. It's very slow. The turrets turn very slowly as well. It's not very maneuverable. And the reload time is just insane on it, and it only fires 4 shots at once. So if I miss the first time, it's just not good. I think right here I'm also going to throw some more torpedoes down. I see that there's some ships trying to come through this area. Mostly because I'm not very experienced with torpedoes, I'm just trying to throw down some screen fire. Just make sure people don't come down this way. I'm getting some hits though, with my batteries. I don't even know if I'm using the right term for that, batteries. Anyway, so the last class of ship that this game has are the aircraft carriers. Now the aircraft carriers obviously carry aircraft, and they work in a similar way as the artillery from World of World of Tanks, in that the fact that they sit at the back of the map and they get a separate screen to actually kind of like overview the battlefield, and from there they can direct squadrons of planes about the map. So they have like fighters and torpedo squads, and I think they have a spy plane or something else. I haven't actually played this one, so I can't confirm all of this, but I know that they have fighters and I know they have torpedo squads. The torpedo squads are extremely effective against actual ships. They do a lot of damage if you can line the torpedoes up properly and get some good hits on them. The fighters are more for knocking out other airplanes in the sky, and also for spying, because that's kind of the main way to find and spot enemy ships is with your aircraft. Destroyers are also kind of meant for that role as well. They kind of play the light tank of World of Warships, and I'm making a few comparisons between World of Warships and World of Tanks, And I think that that's a fair comparison, just considering it's the same developer, and they're going off a very, very similar model, just instead of tanks, you're using warships. I think overall, to just kind of sum up my feelings, I have really enjoyed this game, but I think I like World of Tanks better. I think I like the idea of tanks better, but I have to admit, for just a free game to just download and start playing, I really enjoyed it. It's just had a lot of kind of cool moments, and just like hearing those guns go off and watching your ship sail through the Narrows and popping out in front of an enemy and blasting him with your cannons is just really satisfying. I can't lie. I haven't played this with a friend yet. I think I would enjoy it more, though, if I had somebody to play with. And right here, I make a huge noob mistake, and I run myself aground, which is not good, as you can imagine. So you have to put yourself in full reverse and just hope nobody picks you off. Actually, later in the video, an enemy puts himself aground, and you can see why it's not a good thing. Like here, I luckily had an ally that was kind of the main target of the other ships down this alleyway. But it really is not a good thing to do. That's a little destroyer out there. You can kind of tell just the body differences. So, for example, my cruiser is actually very long. It's pretty low to the water, but it's pretty long. Some of the heavy ships aren't quite as long, but they're also taller, so they present different targets. I think those are all, yeah, those are all cruisers. Oh, that one that just blew up was actually a battleship class. And I think I run myself aground again. My god, I fucking do. Oh my god. This is some top quality videos you're seeing here. I think I panic and I try and shoot some torpedoes, but I don't have quite the angle to do much about it. And they set me on fire here. Don't worry, I actually get some kills in this match. I don't have any kills right now, but I get some kills before this match is over. Things are looking grim, though. We have 5 of us left, and they have quite a few left on their side. So the matches run through a few different types of capture points. Sometimes there is a singular capture point in the middle of the map that you're trying to capture. At other times there are dual capture points like what we have in this match. So they have a capture point and we have a capture point, and they also have to defend their base from us. So there's that, and then there's one more that I've seen. There's 3 capture points, A, B, and C, all aligned in the middle. So there are some different types of game modes. They are relatively simplistic, but it does add a little bit of variety into the general mayhem of ships firing large cannons at each other, and torpedoes. I don't think I'm going to hit this torpedo shot either, but I'm pretty sure I kill him with cannons, or at least that guy does. No, I set him on fire and killed him. Nice. Gotta steal the kills, man. Take all the kills, all the glory for myself. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the game. I think you should definitely check it out, especially if you are a fan of World of Tanks. It does play relatively similar to that. And I think if you enjoyed that game, you'll also enjoy World of Warships. I would like to see some more countries represented, though. Maybe not as in-depth trees as the Americans and Japanese, because I know that they were definitely heavily involved in naval conflict in the Pacific. I'm not so much sure about the Germans and British and French over in the Atlantic and Baltic seas. I know there was some conflicts there, but not quite as much, especially with the U-boats. The U-boats shot down quite a few ships sailing across the Atlantic. So on an unrelated note, I just want to talk to you guys really quickly about stuff that's going on in my life. If you're actually watching this, we'll find out. So I took on a job at the beginning of the summer. You guys probably didn't even notice, but oh shit, here it is. This guy runs himself aground. This is so fucking awesome. This is why you never run yourself aground in front of somebody with torpedoes. Such an easy shot with my torpedoes. And I almost fucked it up too. I almost didn't shoot him, but I got him. Look how much damage torpedoes do though. That's why torpedoes are so fucking awesome in this game. Anyways, so at the beginning of the summer, I started a job, and we lost some employees there as soon as I joined, so I ended up working 50 to 60 hour weeks almost every single week, so I had like no breathing time, no time to myself, no time to really play video games or make videos for YouTube. But luckily, I've just been promoted to the next position up, and it's relieved me of that stress, so now I should be working 35 to 40 hours a week, which is the full time in America, which will be nice. It means that I'm going to have a lot more time to explore my hobbies of YouTube and gaming in general. So I'm really excited to be able to have a bit more time in order to do the things that I love. So hopefully you see some more videos from me, not just quantity but also quality. We'll see though about that. That's a tall order. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.